Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night and that you'll enjoy the video. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is why I can never be in a relationship ever. Basically, one time I was with this guy and he got mad at me because I was wearing too many revealing clothes. First of all, red flag, Then, 2 weeks later, I find out that he is shagging one of my closest friends.
Well, maybe your friend wasn't wearing too many revealing clothes. Can't really blame a guy for having good taste in women, can you?
So I seen a video on here from the male perspective of the phrase, if he wanted to, he would. He said that you have to keep in mind men have their phones on their person at all times. So the second a man gets any sort of notification on his phone, he feels it vibrate on him. So if he's not getting back to you right away, that says something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it says he's busy. Maybe he's at work, maybe his boss is looking over his shoulder. Maybe he's in a meeting. Or maybe he's just flipping burgers and the burgers are about to get burned. And you do know there's jobs where you're not even allowed to have your phone on you, right? I'm really not sure if that's worldwide. And obviously, there's just a few jobs that apply that rule, but there's still some security jobs will have that rule. Some areas working as a prison guard, same rule. You're not allowed to have your phone on you unless you're on a break. But then again, maybe he just got tired of you texting him all the time and he's taking his time to answer.
I hear a lot of young ladies talking about breaking generational curses. They're trying to get away from marriage, trying to get away from the patriarchy because it's an oppressive system that their mothers and grandmothers fell for. So therefore, they want to get away from it. But yet, you're going to give your body to a man who is toxic, who is oppressive, who doesn't want to marry you. Can somebody explain how that is better than getting married?
Oh, yeah, but you see, that's empowering. No, but really, it comes down with the manual. If you're reading the F manual, you're gonna come up with stuff like that. Let me show you what I mean. Housewives are dependent creatures who are still children. Parasites. Gloria Steinem. Okay, what else? Women who are just as housewives, who grow up wanting to be just a housewife, are suffering a slow death of mind and spirit. Betty Friedan. I wonder if there are more. Since marriage constitutes slavery for women, it is clear that the women's movement must concentrate on attacking this institution. Freedom for women cannot be won without the abolition of marriage. Sheila Cronin. Was that all? Well, let's see. The nuclear family must be destroyed. The breakup of families now is an objectively revolutionary process. Linda Gordon. Yep, same manual they all read at the weekly girl only convention. And we're wondering why only 7 out of the 1,000 people in US are getting married. But it's empowerment, you see?
This is your reminder to do it for the plot this summer. Because it's no longer hot girl summer, it's plot girl summer. Because we're hot all year round. Duh. Broke up with your long-term significant other because you wanted to other people? For the plot. Agree to go on a week-long trip with a group of people you don't know? For the plot. Get so drunk that you make out with a random guy and then throw up all over his bathroom floor? For the plot. Go on a first date and it's going so well that you 69 on top of your roof? For the fucking plot. And yes, I might have done that once. It's a steamy new season, and there will be epic plot points and disappointing plot twists. But don't forget, you are the writer, producer, director, and star of your life. So make sure that you've done some binge-worthy before the credits start to roll. Do it for the plot. You're welcome.
For what? I didn't say anything. But nothing screams out desperation than a middle aged woman acting like she's still in her 20s. Plot girl summer or plow girl summer? You mean all summer? I'm old. I'm 45. I don't have enough stamina to last me for an entire summer. Ah, but the F boys, they're gonna be more than happy to have you. So you go get yourself one of those, and I'm gonna do something else.
Look, I have been ghosted way too many times at this point to where, like, it does not affect me. Like, it doesn't get me mad, sad, upset, nothing. So, like, the next dude who is lucky enough to be involved with me, if he's planning on ghosting me, like, don't ghost me. Like, you're gonna have to do something better, more exciting. Like, make me feel something. Ghosting doesn't make me feel anything anymore. So, if you want to ghost me, you should like blackmail me or put a hit on my head or just do something dramatic to where I can be a main character and like feel something, you know? Because ghosting doesn't do that for me. Like, I'm like, oh, cool. Last dude did that. Like, you're nothing special, bro. Like, make me sweat a little. Make me feel nervous, but like also make me feel special.
No, it doesn't work like that. You want to be the main character in your story? Make your own story. At what point you're gonna realize that if everyone around you cannot run fast enough from you, maybe there's something wrong with you. So instead of trying to make even ghosting all about you, maybe get help. There's nothing wrong with healing and making some small adjustments, improve yourself, and at that point, maybe not everyone around you will want to ghost you.
All right, so I know it's really in right now to just completely rag on dating as a whole. I've partaken in it, you've partaken in it. If you've dated an XY chromosome, you've probably made a TikTok about it. But I think if we were all having an honest moment with each other, if we were all having a little girls' room chat, we would all agree that dating, actually not that bad. The act of going on a first date with someone and a few subsequent dates, almost magical. Relationships, on the other hand, with XY chromosomes. That is where I feel that my tenuous relationship with the male species goes awry. Relationships might be overrated. Dating,
Oh, baby, I love it when you talk dirty to me. Keep calling me an XY chromosome or the male species. It just makes me want to marry you in a second. And you wonder why you cannot get past the third date and be in a relationship.
A lot of money is relative. But yes, if I am allowing you to take me on a date, I expect you to try to impress me. On a first date, if you asked me out, I should not have to lift a finger. I expect dinner reservation. I expect you to let me order first. I expect you to walk next to the street so I can walk safely on the inside. I better not have to touch a single door. I will always offer to pay for half at the end, but you better not accept it. Not if you want a second date at least. Respecting my boundaries that I don't give out my address for safety and sending me a car so I still did not have to put in the extra effort to drive there. Yeah, that's a green flag. If the relationship progresses, things can be more even. But ladies, there should be no second date if your first date does not meet those standards. It's called chivalry. And only real men would agree with me.
Well, what do you know? I guess I'm not a real man. Open the door for you? Absolutely. I do that all the time anyway. But lucky for me, I live in a world where that is appreciated. No one's gonna yell at me for doing that. Pay for the date? Absolutely. But if you think I'm gonna take you to a fancy restaurant for the first date, you're crazy. You're not gonna give me your address, but I need to send the car over to pick you up? How is that even gonna work out? And even if I had your address, the best I can do is pick you up myself. I'm not gonna send you an Uber or a taxi or a cab. Chivalry? Come on now. Even if that still existed, you wouldn't know what to do with it.
My name is Erin. I am 40 years old, never been married, and I coach women on how to date. Pretty crazy, huh? I've gotten a lot for it. People think that because I'm not married that I shouldn't help other women date. Well, here's the thing. I'm not here trying to tell people how to have a successful marriage. Lord knows I don't know anything about that one. However, I would much rather take a dating advice from somebody who spent 20 years in the trenches making all the mistakes, doing all the things wrong, and then figured out how to do it better than somebody who only dated a handful of people and got married and has been married for God knows how many years. Sure, they probably know something, but they don't know what I know when it comes to dating. I've experienced it all. I've done it all. I've made all the mistakes. And now I coach women so that way they don't make the same mistakes that I did. They're able to get to where I'm at faster and easier. And they don't have to go through all the bullshit that I've been through. That's why I coach women in dating.
Okay, but really, what are you teaching other women? Unless it's a foodie call, the entire purpose of dating is to find a relationship. And that leading into marriage. So what exactly are you teaching women? Nah, don't worry, it was just rhetorical. I already know the answer. You're teaching other women how to stay single.
This girl said, go through his following list. You might find your new husband. Ugh, she's so raw. Girl boss, honestly.
Oh yeah, girl boss. Keep that in mind for the next video. Right, so let's go to the last line. Men who only follow women on social media. This is quite popular. Men only follow women on social media. So let me ask you this. If you go on your man's phone and he's only following women on social media, how exactly is it that you're gonna find a husband in his following list? Or is this gonna be something like that King Valkyrie story from the new Thor movie? Oh yeah, and by the way, that girl boss, it's you. You were not even smart enough to have different names on Twitter and TikTok before you called yourself a girl boss.
Close the door. Close the door. You have to finish closing it, sweetie. The cold air is coming in. Close the door, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, that happened. You see, all of you don't need no men, little girls in your 40s, strong and independent. This lady right here is a strong woman. Not you. She made that bear finally bow his head, apologizing, closing the door. I'm not even the submissive type, but all I could think was, call me sweetie too, mama, and I'll hurry in the kitchen making you them sandwiches. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.